Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bryant Station High School, where we are getting set to kick off the seventh grade action, the Battle of the Regions, between Region 1, which is Western Kentucky, and Region 4, Eastern Kentucky. They just did the coin flip, and I had my head down. Unfortunately, I didn't see who's getting the ball first. Region 4 won the toss and was deferring to the second half. I am with my partner in crime for the weekend, Mr. Todd Mattingly. Surely we did. I still have the score up for the first game. I'll get that changed in just a minute for you guys. But as you can see, 26-20, and that game was, as I was talking to one of the parents down there, was a game of close game, everybody getting settled, to one team kind of controlling the game, to fumbleitis, to the other team making some great plays and scoring, and then making it a game, and then who's going to win, all in the matter of a half, really. It did not take long at all. Something like that. No doubt. Excuse me, sorry. So we got, let's see the number here. Four set to kick off. Looks like we got our chain crew over there. Cannot see the numbers. That's blue. That's White Hill. Blue Riding. That could be Bell County, Bradley County, North Arm. North Arm. The kicker here for Region 4. And he kicks it deep. Oh, well, on the ground hard. Picked up by Region 1. And that's number 22. Kyle Phillips, wide receiver from Webster County, returns it up to about the 43-yard line. The kicker was number 30, Jude McCorder. Yep, McCorder from North. North Fight as bad as I thought they were. So, got a lot of kids on Region 4 here. All right, looks like Region 1's in a set and do a little action, taking a jet sweep, and then hand off to the tailback. You guys would be about 2 yards. No, Region 1 tried to do some jet sweep one play, and it just didn't work, and they never came back to it the rest of the game. Here we go, breaking the huddle. I cannot see he's got his jersey rolled up, so I cannot see his number at quarterback. I'll figure it out here in a sec. Looks like we probably got a false start. 2 plays in and our first penalty. Typically, though, we had this last game. First the game, jitters, has false starts. Everybody gets settled down. So I was looking at quarterbacks. That could be some. I'm going to say that's probably Camden Page from South Warren, number 5, quarterback for Region 1. Another quarterback. Actually, I don't see. There is a Diego Bond. Is that correct? Yeah, number 1 is on. Sorry, Miles Reading is a DBQB. Yep, he's on the side. So Camden Page is running the quarterback. Where it looks like a trick left, single back, drop back pass, little bubble. And I think he should have probably taken it outside. He came back in, was met by some linebackers. So looks like we'll get our first special teams action here and a punt. See number 29 for Maddox Hawkins, wide receiver from Taylor County coming in. So it's 4th and 13 here. Quarterbacks, maybe they're going for it, man. Maybe they're not going to bother punting here. 10 on the play, yeah. Looks like they're going for it. Looks like they're an ace or doubles. Twins. Two wide receivers on this side. Yep, they're going for it. He's throwing deep. Oh, no, it's slant over the middle. I think he called it, took a few steps, and then fumbled the ball. And it looks like the Region Force picked it up and are running down the field. Looks like number 14. That is Colson Eichmann, DB from Southern Pulaski, with the punt or the fumble just kind of bounced into his hands. He returned it about 25 yards. So first turnover of the game. Great. It was actually a good play, good slant. Wait a minute. There is a penalty here. Oh, that is going to negate that penalty. It looks like roughing the passer. Is that what they're calling there? That would be a 15-yard penalty. Yep, that's a 15-yard penalty, and that will erase that fumble. And Region 1 keep the ball. Well, that's a penalty. A penalty erase a turnover there. Got a toss out here to the right, and not a whole lot there. He managed to make something, get maybe a couple yards out of nothing really there. I thought that was well played by the defense there. But here we got number 37 coming off the field, number 29 going in, number 37. I can see these. We're going to sideline pretty good. That's Chance Owens, tight end from Campbellsville. He came off at number 28. Number 29, Matt Hawkins, back in on offense there from Taylor County. We have Cameron Page at quarterback, one back set, got some motion, and the ball did not get snapped. And the center is not happy with himself. You could just tell he was not happy. I don't know what happened there. Maybe didn't hear it. I think it's number 64, Maddox Anderson from Grayson County. He, for, I don't know if he just didn't hit a snap count or if his hands are too cold, because it is a very cold day out there, especially with the wind as well. So, but last, everybody wanting last week's weather, which was like 75 degrees, perfect. But this is good football weather. This is like November, December football weather today. So at least it's not raining and snowing, although it looked like it was a little bit earlier. Drop back, little screen pass. He takes it right back to the middle, and probably not where you want to go with that, because that's where all the defense is. Usually you want to take those screen passes and take them outside and avoid those linebackers, especially smaller guys. But actually actually ended up losing about 3 yards on that. So that play did not function as work as they intended to. So Region 1 was third down. Back out in twins. Ace one back behind the quarterback. Snap. Dropping back. Oh, and a blitz off the side. Fumble. And it looks like Region 1 managed to fall on that, but that was the off the edge there. The linebacker came unblocked and got a good lift on Camden there, and he fumbled. But they'll get the ball back, and I don't think they're punting. I don't know if maybe they'll have a punt team or punter. I do not see a kicker on here, so maybe he's going to go for it all day. So some schools do that. I think there was a fella down in Texas that won a few championships, never punting and on-time kicking every time. There was articles, Sports Illustrated about it. So we're empty set. Trips on the right, swings on the left, drops back, he's just going to heave it. Actually, the ball, he got hit and fumbled. And number 22, Jaden Justice, linebacker from Pikeville, recovered it. I believe Jaden played on last year's 7th grade team as a 6th grader. So he's one of several Pikeville kids. Yeah, I see several Pikeville players on here for their staff or for their roster. You got Jeremiah Anderson, 44 linebacker from Pikeville. Elijah Ferguson, offensive lineman from Pikeville. So now we got Region 4 out here. Hands off to looks like Brock. I'm going to say that is Northern Pulaski. See if I can find his. Jason Brock. I know he played for Team Kentucky 7th grade. I do not see his name on the roster, but of course, they did a little counter out there. And looks like North Laurel and touchdown. That was 2 plays and a touchdown for Region 4. Who is that? 30. Jude McCorder, running back. Okay. And see Casey. There it is. Jason Brock, number 8. Okay, Northern Pulaski. Here we go. And quarterback keeper for the 2-point conversion. And he walks into the end zone untouched on that. They got 3 quarterbacks on their roster, it looks like, for Region 7 here. It's hard for me to see that the quarterback's number. I thought it might have been Corbin. Yep, Atlas Trey Pearson. Okay, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks for Region 4. They got quite a roster. They're going to have to work a lot of people in. So here we are, 3:20 in the first quarter. Region 4, 8, and Region 1, 0. We got number 30, Jude McCorder, getting ready to kick. Puts a mid-range kick, fielded, clean, and great coverage. Great coverage by the kickoff team there. Number 26 maybe, with Damian Smith, running back from Campbellsville. So here we go. Region 1 back on the field on offense. Looks like Camden Page is still the quarterback from South Warren. We got little trips butts to the left. A quarterback or running back in motion, little swing pass, and he dropped. Probably started looking upfield just a little too soon, and it just bounced right off his hand. So you hear little beeps and things of that nature. We got a little technical difficulty going on here with the feed. You might not be able to hear me quite as well as you want, but it's only a lot of joy. But here we are. We're back. See, we're back in Ace Twins. One running back. Shotgun. We got a motion. Number 24 taking the jet sweep and right up the middle for very, very little yards. Looks like maybe number 97, Joseph Martin from Williamsburg. One of my boys end on that tackle there. A little bit. Good job by the defensive line there. Yeah. Number 20. Yep, that's Jaden up there. Jaden Justice at linebacker. See. And come back out in the Twins again. Motion. Good push up front. Little swing. And the swing back. Oh, no. He could be gone. Look at this. And he is gone. Watching the D line there, seeing how the D line handled that. And he just got out to the left and hit that outside and was gone. Heck of a run in right now. Now Region 1 is right within 2. He stayed out there actually. Couldn't see what number it was at. It was a heck of a run. Actually, that was a jet sweep that they ran out there. So actually, I'm guessing handed it off to him. He got to the edge there, and oh no, there was a little miscommunication, little bad snap, and quarterback motion just kept that, took it instead, and he tried to get it to the running back, and he just dropped it around. So 2-point conversions were big in our last game, so we'll see how this one works out. So 6-8, big play by Region 1 to get some points on the board, and here they're getting ready to kick off to Region 4, who's only been on offense once so far. But we're on 2 quick plays. We'll see. I know that offensive line looks pretty impressive for Region 4. In fact, I'll tell you, you're looking at number 50, Gannon Mullins for Hazard, offensive lineman, Landon McFarland from Corbin, offensive lineman, Braxton Smith from Hazard, offensive lineman, Braylon Maynard, offensive line from Pike Central, Hayden Springer from North Pulaski, offensive line, Brady Hull, offensive line from North Pulaski, he's at FEU, Connor Blevins, he's D-line for North Pulaski. Sorry, I'm trying to read off the line. You got Braxton Saylor, maybe from Pineville, or maybe it's meant to be Pikeville, I'm not sure. Elijah Ferguson, Pikeville, and Owen Smith from Belfry, offensive lineman. So here's Region 1 set to kick off. Number 2, Ty Phillips, wide receiver. And kind of a pooch kick to the middle. Looks like went to Jaden Justice. And he's still going, breaks 2 tackles, finds the seam, stiff arm, and gets to the sideline. Jaden is a running back as well as a linebacker. But today he's only playing on defense and special teams, but anytime he gets the ball, he's a good runner. Now, here we go. Region 4 got excellent field position. They're at 42, the 43-yard line. Region 1. And I imagine you're probably going to get more of what you got last time. So on running the football here, see if they got different running backs in. It looks like they got a different quarterback and a different running back. Number 9, Boone Godby from Northern Pulaski quarterback. Okay, two back set, hand off to the running back in the back. He just kind of went to make a cut and fell. That's number 10. Did I read that right? Bryce LeFevers from Wayne County. Bryce LeFevers. Coach LeFevers will with him over there. See if I can get a better look at this. Red snap to the quarterback, number 9. So Godby, he takes it, keeps it. It's like maybe taking case of Brock in there, right? Running back. Right, so you got back in the two back set. You got twins on the left. Case of Brock takes a handoff. Breaks freaking tackles all over the place. And gets the first down. With a whole lot of blocking on that up front. Defense did a pretty good job. Excuse me, Casey's just so strong. He broke probably about 3 or 4 tackles on that corner tackle. Gets the first down for Region 4. First down at the 32-yard line. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. 8-6. Region 4 up by 2. Back in the two-back set. Okay, a little counter action. There goes Casey, and he's forced out of bounds after about a 10-yard gain. So I will stop the clock. First down, 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. This is a fast first quarter. Now, excuse me, we got 23-yard line, first and 10. Region 4 driving again. They're not even attempting to pass yet. They're just driving the football. Okay, goes to he's quick. Okay, who is that? Number 18. Clay Aikens, running back from Corbin. Oh, Clay Aikens. Clay, I know some of his family. His cousin plays basketball, football at the Pittsburgh. But he's fast, a little quick. He's starting runs the ball. He runs pretty good. So that is the end of the first quarter. It is 8-6, Region 4 over Region 1 at the moment, but Region 4 is driving. They in the red zone, and they're switching, swapping the field, and that actually has made a difference today. In the first game, the wind was catching passes and making them go too far, or in other times it was just turning them into ugly ducks. Although we still had a few touchdown passes in it. Overall, the wind though really affected the passing game. If you're going against in the first game, both teams basically just kind of stopped throwing against the wind or trying with it. So although there was a few plays where they did manage to complete a couple of passes against the wind, I'd say more likely in the seventh grade game, at least from Region 4, you're going to see a lot more running football. Region 1 seems like they like to throw it a little bit back, a little bit. But looking at the offensive line here for Region 1, you have number 50, Owen Howe from Murray, Maddox Anderson, Grayson from Grayson County, Julian Smith from Campbellville, Hayden Teresa. I hope I didn't butcher that name too bad. Born East, Austin Sloan from Campbellsville, Preston Hill from Murray. That's the offensive lineman that I see on my list here. But here we go with Region 4. They're on the 16, 15 and a half yard line. I'll read right side field from where our point of view is. Yep, drop back the pass. Puts it up in the air and wow. Oh my goodness, what a catch. I have to get that kid's name because I can see it. You got and it was he just one of those 50-50 balls. 22. No, 22, I believe. That was a heck of a catch. Quarterback just heaved it up, and he just went up and came down with it. Not wide again. Maybe. Can't tell. See if I find it. Hand off to Clay Aikens. Unfortunately, there's a little mishap on the two-point conversion, and it fumbled two-point conversion. No good. I'm gonna have to get you some doctors. Take a moment, maybe that was Gavin Johnson. I think it's maybe who that was, wide receiver from Hazard that came up and just came down on his back. That's the kind of players you want at receiver who you throw 50-50 ball up and they turn it into 80-20, come down with it. That was actually pretty good coverage too. Great throw by the quarterback, great play by the wide receiver. And here we go. We got Region 4 kicking off. See if I can kicker again. Make a note by his name. Because they've had the ball twice and they have scored twice. He's got a busy day kicking off here. And here we go. Officials are ready. There's a whistle. And it's kick down the sideline. Oh, that's a great kick. Number 22, Ty Phillips from Western County's got it. Look at the coverage there, and it's great coverage. And they're probably going to start around the 10-yard line, I believe. Excuse me. Does a great job of coverage. Number 30 is the kicker. Junior Porter from running back from Norfolk is the kicker. So here we go. Number 40 preparing Laurel County. All right, so see if Region 1 can answer back here. 10 deep in their own territory. Let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like Page is still Kevin Page is still a quarterback. They got twins on both sides. Got a little they had that motion, but the couldn't get the snap off, and looks like it's gonna be a false start. That will back them up 5 yards. It's not what you want down here. This close to the goal line. False start, 5 yards, and reset it. Try again. Right. Looks like the sun's trying to come out a little bit. I know, and man, that wind's still going. It's still blowing. Let's see. We got 72. Connor Blevins from North Pulaski, Indiana. Looks like they're playing a 4-2 down line. Looks like we're bring a little bit of a blitz up the middle there. Uh-oh. I thought he was going to get to the edge, but he kind of tried to cut back, and the defense met him there. I thought it was a little lane he might be able to hit. Let me see if I can get a number on that running back. red helmet, orange helmet. Looks like he's limping a little bit. Diego?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there with that, but I guess these are volunteer chain. So, all right. Oh, they're in a three-back set. You see this quite a bit with two wide receivers. Okay. I guess we had a false start or somebody was offsides here. I think he might have signaled offsides actually. So it is. The defense lined up offside on that, or lined up in the neutral zone. There's three different ways to call that. Most people know if you're offsides, you're offsides. But so they're in this three-back set. Some people call that diamond. Some people call it their team mascot name, but it's a three-back set with two wide receivers out wide, and it's just one of those. I think Kentucky runs that quite a bit now. Now they're just going back to like a pistol set here with tight end. Okay, snaps a little off. Now a little swing pass, and it just got away from him. And he got sacked or didn't get sacked. I'm sorry. He got knocked down. The snaps are off. They're getting back there slow, and by the time they get to him, it's almost too late for them to even run the play. They're lucky that was not a pick six. Really, if the DB the DB was being blocked by the wide receiver out there, because that was a design play. But if the DB had had his head up, it's a possibility he could have picked that off, because it went over the running back's head there. They did a little swing pass, as they call it. So we got Gunnar Holbrook here, still quarterback, and he threw, supposed to be a slant, he overthrew it by quite a bit. It really should have been picked off, but it was dropped. Looks like maybe about number 30 there. Colin Winters, DB from Murray. So now they're at fourth down, and this series they've just kind of trying to throw the ball, but they've not had much success with it. Guess they want to, they got four quarterbacks on this roster, so I guess they're trying to get them all in and do what they do. But looks like they're going back to they're running that diamond formation. So you got four receivers at the top of the screen there on the top side of the field. Okay, catch, throw it real quick. Oh, it's a backward pass and wide open. Called it. A little trickery. No. What a great play by the DB. Because I thought for sure he had it. If the pass had been down just a little bit, it's probably a touchdown. That looks like number 30. Mr. Colin Winters, from DB from Murray. He come up big on that play. Okay, I do believe the wind might have made that pass stay up a little bit longer than what they had wanted. Could have been possibly picked off as well, but thought the receiver had it, came down with it, but it was knocked out by the DB number 30, Colin Winters. Okay, so all right, here we go. All right, Region 1's got the ball back, and looks like they're running that bunch set again. You might see a toss or just a straight run. Looks like we got some. Okay, yep. And there was three blue jerseys back there before he could do anything. That play went nowhere. There was just not enough blocking over on that side, and it's a loss of about 4. Might want to think about maybe trying to get something up the middle here, because with all the pressure that Region 4 is bringing, they could easily overrun the play. Saw that happen a little bit today in the first game. Or then, but at the same time, you might run right straight into the blitzer. Let's see what kind of pressure Region 4 is going to bring. Looks like they got 2 down linemen. Okay, back into twins. Okay, they're passing. A lot of pressure. He just threw a little fade right there. Just took a step back, threw the ball. He was open. Just overthrew him by about 2 yards. But that was against the wind as well. So if he just brings that pass down just a little bit, he's probably still running for the end zone, or tackling for a big gain anyway. So now it's 3rd and about 14 for Region 1, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know if they'll punt here or not. Their quarterback's a punter. A lot of teams do this. You'll see this in college a lot. Teams just keep their quarterback in and they just kind of rugby punt it, or just gets maybe a couple yards deeper and they just punt it from that. It gives them options too if they want to run a fake or something of that nature. Okay, pass, little screen, number 22, I thought they were letting that play out, but it is an incomplete pass. Mr. Phillips, I think he was looking upfield a little too soon and did not get a good handle on the ball there. So now it's 4th and 14. Let's see what Region 1 wants to do with this. There's 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. Region 4, 28. Region 1, 12. So back in twins on the right, twins on the left, single back, ball snapped. He's throwing it over the middle there, or no, to the outside. Number 22 caught it that time. Okay, great, or no, sorry, number 26, LaDainian Smith, that running back from Campbellsville. Great job readjusting to that, because it looked like he was throwing it over the middle from up here, and it actually was a little swing or wheel route, and it kind of got caught by the wind, and so it kind of hung there. But Mr. Smith did a great job of adjusting and catching that. All right, very versatile player there. Okay, it's number 26 in motion, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know if the center didn't hear the snap call, or if he got confused or forgot the snap count. I've been a middle school coach for many decades now. Sometimes he's from the huddle to the line of scrimmage, they forget what they're doing. It just happens quite often, but maybe just didn't hear him there. But regardless, it's 5-yard penalties, 1st and 15 now because of a false start. We're back in twins left, twins right. Put number 26 in motion, snaps clean. It's a jet sweep to the right, and he broke first tackle, but looks like Jeremiah Anderson comes in at linebacker and tackles him. That is a big 7th grade linebacker, and he's fast on top of that. Yeah. But it looks like Region 4 or Region 1, I'm sorry, is going to take a timeout at this time. Probably discuss some options. Other than 2 big runs by LaDainian Smith, they've really not been able to generate much offense. Although they have had 1 or 2 plays, passing plays for some yards, but other than that, it's been a couple big plays by Mr. Smith. So coming out of the huddle now. Well, this Region 4 is coming out of the huddle. Let's go ahead. Let's talk while they're still huddling there. Let's talk about some of the D linemen here. And now these numbers don't always match up. You'll have like some quarterbacks having some higher numbers just because of jersey size. So there's no rules like there are in like college and professional where this kid, actually high school, this kid has to wear this number if he plays this position. So it really doesn't count here. You can be a quarterback wearing number 81 if it fits you. So, okay, drop back and pass. Oh, he got hammered, and it is picked off. He fumbled. He started looking up, and he fumbled. The ball got there, but number 20, Eli Thomas, DB from Breathitt County, intercepted that pass. The quarterback just threw the ball, and he got nailed there. Camden Page, he's taken several hits today, and I think they might be calling roughing. Personal foul, roughing the passer. That will be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, which will be enough for first down. So that gives Region 1 another opportunity. That is two turnovers that have been negated by penalties on Region 4. But I'll tell you what, you've got to give Camden Page some credit here. He has taken some serious hits. This game has been very physical, 7th grade game. So he's still back in there. So here we go. Got a fresh set of downs. Twins left, twins right. They got some motion from the right to left, and it's another jet sweep to the left over here. Could he get the edge? Nope. Jeremiah Anderson. How can a 7th grader that size move that fast? What a great open tackle by Jeremiah Anderson on number 24, Nick Reed, running back from Bowling Green. And listen, Mr. Reed's got some wheels, but Jeremiah Anderson, just great play. What a great play by just instinctual linebacker play and great open field tackle. I mean, he would have gotten some serious, a lot of the yards after that. Throw a little swing pass, and it's, oh, he read that perfectly. Is that Jaden Justice? That looks like Jaden to me. He's probably going to go to the house with this. That is about an 80-yard pick six. He read that little swing pass from the get-go. Two Pikeville linebackers absolutely just dominating out here. And that would end the half with a pick six by Jaden Justice. And, I mean, I know the Pikeville coaches are watching these two 7th graders play and just smiling, because they are all over the field just making play after play. Jeremiah Anderson with the punt return for a touchdown, and now Jaden Justice with about an 80-yard pick six, and he read it from the get-go. That was just, and that is an amazing play. Just a great play by Jaden right there, man. Looks like Region 4 is calling a timeout here on this two. I don't know if they're a 2-point conversion or if they're kicking. I don't know if that's what they're discussing or they're getting ready to run a play. But I'll tell you what, this Region 4 team, 7th grade, is loaded. They got talent all over the place. All right, cannot tell here. All right, looks like, yep, nope, they're going for a 2-point conversion. 3 bags, nope, pistol, little toss to number 30 to the kicker, and he's in. Running back, that is Jude McCorder, running back from North Laurel. Extra point is good. And I do believe the score should be 36-12. I think he forgot maybe to put that touchdown in. I don't know. Well, it is halftime here, and I'm going to take a break and be back in a few moments. Oh, not just yet. We got some flag after the half is over. I do believe one of the coaches was having a very heated discussion with one of the officials. I'm sure they're talking about politics, but now I think they might be talking to the head coach, and I have no idea what they're discussing. But all the 4 of the 5 officials are talking to one Region 1's coaches. So. Is that Tunks? That's the head coach? Okay. Coach, he's usually, can't imagine the penalties on him. He's always pretty calm. So, well, we'll take a break. It is halftime, and be back in a few moments.
Check, check, mic 2. Check 2, mic 2. Check 2, mic 2. Check, 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 check. I don't hear myself. Ooh. Check 2, mic 2. 1, 2, check 2. Check. I don't have the mute option here. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. We're gonna echo each other really bad if we do this one. 1, 2. Check 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check. This one here. It's loud in my ear, but it ain't loud here. Check 2, 1, 2. Check. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2. 1, 2. Check 2, 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 1, 2. Check 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check 2, 1, 2. Check, check. Audio check. Tara Johnson, if you're still listening to this broadcast, type the word Jericho in the chat, please. Tiffany Holland, same deal. If you guys can hear me better now than what you were, type the word Jericho into the chat box on Facebook. Thank you. Okay, as we coming back off of halftime here, we've switched audio mixers here to see if this makes a difference to actually what is our worst. I won't say our worst, but our lower end audio mixer. See if that makes a difference. I did just get an update from Great Crossings on the 7th grade game between Region 2 and Region 3. And the score there is 6-6. About 2 minutes into the third quarter. So we've got a very close game over there. This game has had its bobs and weaves, if you will, in it. And but the score here is Region 112 and Region. Sorry, I got a cable wrapped around me here. Region 436. So again, just a recap earlier of the 8th grade action. We had over at Great Crossings a very close, tight game. Region 2 with the 10-0 win over Region 3. I'm told that there was a 32-yard field goal by Region 2 in that game, which it's not surprising that we would have a field goal in this because we do have several kickers across the state that do a very good job. But with the wind we had going on earlier today, that makes it a little surprising at that distance. But so Region 2 advances on to play Region 4. Region 4 won here earlier today against Region 1 in the 8th grade battle. And the 7th grade game championship we'll be finding out momentarily. We will return here in just a second.
Alrighty, and we're back here, and the score is 36. So my public education math added up correctly. So it's 36-12, Region 4. And I do believe that Region 4 is going to receive the football because they won the toss and deferred in the first half. So 9 minutes on the clock. And as soon as everybody gets lined up and the officials give the signal, we'll get going on this. All right, so looks like Ty Phillips is back to kick. Officials are signaling they're ready. And there we go. It's on the ground, little short kick. Scooped up and fielded by number 10. That's Bryce Lefevers from Wayne County. I'm pretty sure that's Coach Lefevers' boy. I don't know many Lefevers, so I'm assuming that's his. I could be wrong. Might be his nephew or something. So here, good field position, 40-yard line of their own 40-yard line starting out. Looks like Kason Brock is in at running back, number 8. Look at number 71 there. That is Brady Hull. He's gotten bigger since football season. 2-back set. Hand off to North Floral running back, the number 30. It is Jude McWhorter. Okay, there is just so much talent on this Region 4 team. A lot of different kids making plays. Of course, Region 1's got their share too. LaDanian Smith from Campbellsville. And all righty, now I'm trying to see who the center was there. Okay, back to 2-back set. And low snap. And that's probably going to be a loss of about 10 yards on the snap. Recovered by the quarterback, number 31, Caden Hubbard from Clay County. Whole lot of Mountain Boys on this team. So, all righty. So that will put it about second. Actually, about 9 yards. So here we go. Back to the 2-back set. Okay. And a little counter action to Brock. Kason Brock there. He gets about I'll take it back. About 5 yards back on that. So, all right. I'll bring up third down, I'd imagine, at this with the lead they have and this side of the field. They probably will go for it on fourth down if it's close. We'll see. Maybe they'll okay, so nope. Hand off to Mr. McWhorter again. He finds the edge and puts his shoulder down and just broke a bunch of tackles, and he looks like he's going to go all the way. Yes, he does. Mr. Jude McWhorter, running back from North Floral. He broke 3-4 tackles there, arm tackles, and he actually lowered his shoulder on it and kind of knocked the kid out of the way. It just that will probably, barring some sort of miracle here, that's just going to put this game out of reach. That's 42-12 before the 2-point conversion. So Region 4 starting to exert their will here on Region, kind of an undermanned Region 1 team. They just don't have as many kids on the roster as Region 4 does. But so false start on the 2-point conversion, so back them up 5 yards. Looks like Region 4's brought in a couple of new receivers, but actually big number 57, that is a big 7th grader playing tight end. I would think he was an offensive lineman. He's actually bigger than Hull, but he's playing he's a tight end, but they got him out wide. They don't have him at least they've not put him in a traditional tight end 3-point stance. Nope, he's out. He's actually out wide. See what they do here on this. They're going to pass it. And, he somehow got that pass off over to Mr. Jude. He runs, he catches, he's kicked. Mr. Jude is multi-talented there. He's probably touched the ball as much as the quarterbacks have. So is he going to kick this time? Or they're going to let someone else kick. All right, so there we go. Now it's 42-12. I don't know if there is a mercy clock in this, so there will not be a running clock that way. And typically in a lot of these All-Star games, they do not do that. That way kids get to play a lot more. I imagine that Region 4 is going to start subbing down. Anyway, I'm going to take a moment here real quick. All right, and we're back. Region 4 kicked off to Region 1 is taking the field. I think the officials are trying to wind the clock, but I don't think they quite understand that there's not a running clock in this. Someone might need to explain to them. They're probably used to the rules in high school there. So we got trips, that little trips bunch. It's a handoff. And to Mr. Tristan Dillard, but there was a little bit of a miscommunication there, and it was a fumble. And Region 1 has recovered. So that will bring up a second down and 16. I'm 16 there, long 16. So I say you're probably going to see Region 4 here start to sub a little bit and get some of their kids in that haven't had as much PT out here. Although at the moment I still see Jeremiah and Mr. Jaden Justice out there. Jaden Justice, 2 linebackers from Pike. All right. Just a little run up the middle, and the kid's running hard, but nowhere to go. That's number 41, Tristan Dillard, running back from Hopkinsville. Okay. I do believe, Camden Page, from the quarterback from South Warren, has stayed in the game. Number 29 came over to get the play. That's Maddox Hawkins. Wide receiver from Taylor County. He's bringing in the play to Mr. Camden there. Let's see on third down what they're going to do here. Looked like the official was helping Tristan out there with his helmet. Okay. Twins left, twins right. Drop back pass. Over, and it's picked off. Who's this? Oh, that. Let's see who that number. Let me see this number here. It's gold helmet.
40-something.
He's got some hair sticking out. That's
47.
Number 47. That is Kanan Sargent, linebacker from Fleming Neon. Man, that is the second interception. He just dropped back in cover, took his drop back in coverage like he's supposed to, and read it and jumped on it. Almost took it back for a pick six. Now you're looking Region 4 is at the 9-yard line. Looks like they've subbed on the O-line a little bit. They don't look quite as massive as what they did earlier. Let's see. Number 18, I think that's Clay Akins with the handoff, and He jukes and he jives, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. Good. And that will add 6 more to it. So that now will take the score to 48 as soon as they put it on the scoreboard there. So, and that's just good field position. And just a great job by Clay of just kind of finding where to run and getting into the end zone. And the 2-point conversion to Kason Brock is good, and that will take the score. It should be 50 at this point, but it's 44-12 on the scoreboard. Doesn't matter. The clock's going to keep running here. There's apparently they've I don't know if they requested the clock to run to get out of the game or not, but apparently that's what's happened. Is they actually I'd imagine they just requested it. Could be wrong on that. Maybe the officials overrode us. I'm not sure, but here we got Mr. Do It All, everything. Jude McWhorter back to kick, and he's kind of just a little small pooch, and fielded by number 26. That is LaDainian Smith from Campbellsville. He's got a white helmet on. Is that right? That shouldn't be. Or is that number 28? No. Typically, Campbellsville has gold helmets. I don't know. Maybe he switched helmets. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Region. Okay, that looks like, Region 4 has definitely subbed the linebackers down. And looks like the D line is ball. Oh, and they just fumbled, and
They got it back.
Yep, they got it back. It was a fumble. Good push up front by the second group of D linemen. You got Joseph Partinen from Winsburg, number 5, Zach Young playing linebacker from Hazard. Let's see, is that number 28? Keegan Nelson, a defensive end from Corbin. See, trying to see who. There's a little bitty linebacker out there where he's from. I can't see the number. Got trips to the right. Okay. Pass over the mid. Is that picked off? Nope. Almost picked off. See, it was caught by, looks like number 22. Ty Phillips caught it and was almost picked off by was it number 10? Or was that number 20? I couldn't tell. Number 12. Sorry, that was Keelan Gregory from Southwestern Pulaski. Almost picked it off. Dropping back the pass again. He's going deep.
Nice ball.
That was a pretty good ball. Looks like the receivers kind of pulled up their routes a little too soon on that one. So that will bring up 2nd down and 10 for Region 1. See, number 25, Connor Lewis, linebacker from Northern Pulaski, is out there. Let's see. Trying to catch some of these other boys that are in right now. Kylan Combs, linebacker from Breathitt County. I imagine that's Shorty Combs, the coach of Breathitt. I'd probably say that's his son. They got Twins, got a little jet, the number 26, Mr. Smith. It looks like he's got the edge. And he is taken down by, Braylon Tom. No, that's not right. Trying to get that number there. Cannot see it. I apologize. He was taken out. So that's a bit enough for a 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 at Region 4 It's 41-yard line. So right now, Region 1 starting to be able to drive the ball a little bit to this group of players, but there's a hold they didn't catch. That's pretty obvious. Now you got it's number 14 with the tackle. That's Colson Eichmann, or I say it's probably Eichmann. He's DB from Southern Pulaski, but they're going to get him for a face mask, and that's going to add 15 onto it, and that brings us to the end. Excuse me, the end of the third quarter, and we're now going into the fourth quarter. Scoreboard reads 44-12, but I do believe it is 50-12. But at this point, it doesn't. Score doesn't matter. Region 4 is going to win this ball game, barring some kind of miracle. So there's just too much depth for Region 1 to be able to stay with them. They actually did stay with them for the first quarter, probably the first quarter and a half, and then all of a sudden it's like, like 20-some points were scored by Region 4 really fast on a punt return, pick six, and a couple touchdowns. So here they go. Here we are.
They're
now
running an untimed down here because that was a defensive penalty to end the quarter.
Untimed down because of the.
I saw the signal for untimed down. Now they just blew the whistle again.
What did they call there? False start. So that will effectively end this. Are they going to let them play it anyway?
On an untimed down, you got to replay the untimed down.
Okay, even with the penalty. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just got a score update from Great Crossings. Region 2 has taken the lead 14-6 with about 5 minutes to go, but Region 3 is driving. They're inside the red zone.
Another close game over there. All right, so Twins left, Twins right. Snap. Got time. Oh, he's got somebody. Oh, he had him. That was a pretty pass. Unfortunately, is just a little too far out for the receiver to handle it. And I think let me see if I can see this jersey number here real quick, because I cannot tell. I think he was trying to throw to number 22. Well, that is the end of the third quarter officially now, and 9 minutes are back on the clock. I wish he'd turn around. I'm trying to get a number of one of the players. I cannot see it from here. See number 79 talking to the coaches. That is Preston Hill, offensive lineman from Murray. So D-line, you got Camden Cornwell from Grayson County. Trendon Curd, D-line from Murray. You got Samuel Tunks, D-line, O-line from Warren East. Jaquez Smith, D-line from Franklin Simpson. Tayan Parker from Bowling Green, and then Atlas Pinson. Okay, so all right, so we got Twins left. Got little motion, but did not work. You got big number 72. That is Connor Blevins, defensive lineman from Northern Pulaski, in on that tackle. They did the little motion, trying to get them to chase the jet, and just gave it straight up the middle to Tristan Dillard, but it did not go anywhere. Looks like we're third down and about 20. All right, so 24. Nick Reed is in. Got him out wide there in that little bunch set. Okay, little toss out here to Tristan Dillard. Oh, he looks like he might score here. Oh, he is taken down by number 14, Colson Eichmann. It saved a touchdown right there. And he is your safety. So whenever your safety's having to come up and make tackles on a running back, they're getting a lot of yards. All right, so as a turnover on downs, we had a little operational issue right there. Little turnover on downs, close to the first down, but not quite. So now Region 4 is looking at about 89 yards to go for a touchdown. 6 minutes, 32 seconds. Clock is running. So this game is almost over. So they got a two-back set, little pistol set. Quarterback dropped the. Oh wow! He dropped the snap. Looks like number 21. Is it? Nope, not 21. I can't tell from here.
They're going to give him forward progress at like literally the half-inch line.
At about the half-inch line.
His feet were outside the end zone when the first contact was made.
Well, yeah, I thought that was going to end up being a safety, but it's not. They're going to put it at the half-yard line. I'm trying to see his number. Is that number – looks like 11 from up here, but that can't be right because there's not an 11 on the roster. I can't believe it's a handoff to – looks like the Clay Akins, and, he might just go all the way on this. Nah. Oh, he's so close. Yep, he's gone. It looks like he's going to go all the way here. That is going to be a 99 and 99.9 yards. 99 yards and some change there. Almost a 100-yard touchdown rush by Clay Akins from Corbin. Number 18, Clay Akins from Corbin. Man, he just got to the edge and he was gone. Now the score is 56, so they've added those last two touchdowns right there. And I'm trying to see this quarterback's number. Looks like that's Boone Godby from Northern Pulaski. And pistol set, dropping back, and he's going to take it himself, and he is in. So number 9, Boone Godby, quarterback from Northern Pulaski, in for the touchdown. The extra points. 2-point conversion is good. 58-12, and I don't know what to say back there. I don't think the coaches were trying to score.
No, not on that play at all.
No, they were not trying to score on that. They were just trying to run some timeout, run it off, and then Clay just made a heck of a play. I thought they had him out for sure.
They were within arm's reach the whole way down the sideline and just couldn't tackle him.
And good effort on his part. Coach Jackson and Corbin's 8th grade's looking forward to having that young man next year. So
breaking news. I have an update. Region 3 has scored but failed on the 2-point conversion. It is now 14-12. Region 2 is up with according to this, 2.5 minutes to go, but Region 3 is driving as we speak. And inside the red zone again, getting ready, working their way to another score. So we have a very tight game over there.
That was a heck of a run by him, wasn't it?
And unfortunately, because of me looking at that note, I missed the kickoff.
We missed the kick, yeah.
That's my fault. I will own that completely.
Well,
sorry, I'm audio, computer program, Facebook program, and camera today, so
yeah,
my bad. I'm good for about 3 or 4 a game. Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I think it went out of bounds, or it's close to out of bounds. Not a lot of return on that one. So here we go. Region 1 with the ball. This will probably be their last offensive possession, I would imagine. So I think we can go ahead and call this one. Region 4 will be winning this first game today and playing for the 7th grade championship tomorrow against either Region 2 or Region 3. Okay. Ooh.
That's a nice ball right there.
Okay, so Camden Page drops back the throw. Nice throw, and he gets hammered again. He has taken a lot of shots today. And I'll give him 15 yards and a first down, but clock's still ticking. I'd say this is the last offensive possession of the game for both teams. I imagine this will probably run out by the time they get a couple plays off. Just Region 4, just the better team today. Just all around, it's got a lot of players, a lot of good skilled kids, big roster, just a little too much for Region 1 today. But Region 1 has played hard, battled. Camden Page, quarterback from South Warren, has showed me something. He has taken all kinds of hits today.
Good slide right there.
And still making plays out there. That kid is tough. He's actually a pretty good-sized 7th grader as well. I imagine he'll probably end up being a pretty good ball player for South Warren. Okay, looks like 72 for Connor Blevins for the Northern Plaskies leaving the game, and Joseph Parton, number 97, is coming in at the D-line spot. So let's see what happens here. See if what Region 1 can do. Good push up front, and we are picked off
That was a good play.
again, but tackled. Who was that? I should have brought my binoculars with me.
We need them. Oops.
Cannot see. Well,
yeah, it is. I agree with you earlier. You made the comment earlier, not to sidetrack here, but on these uniforms, the back of the jerseys you can read really well, but the
Yes.
front, for some reason, and I don't know. I guess maybe it's just the way you can't. They're harder to read. I
yes,
don't know.
on the front they are harder to read.
I don't know if the numbers are smaller, maybe on the front.
That's what I was getting ready to say. If you look at the numbers on the front, they are smaller.
That could be
And I think that's the issue. Like on the back, it's no issue reading them on the back. But on the front, it's really hard to read. So, but that's the game. And just, I mean, it is what it is. Region 4, about halfway through the second quarter, just dominated the rest of the game. And Region 1 just did not have an answer for it. So this lot of good football players on both these teams. Just a few more on Region 4 today, and Region 4 is going to the championship. Good luck to them. We're still waiting on the.
Yep, I'm gonna once we get the players through the handshake line here, I'm actually gonna turn the camera, and those of you watching, stay on, and I'm gonna show you the feed to the other game. Is there inside a minute with it's still 14-12 Region 2, so you get bonus coverage, as they like to say, at this. But as the coaches and everybody shake hands, I'm going to turn the camera over here for a second. Hopefully, oh my goodness, maybe. I'm going to try this. This may not work as I had intended. So sometimes you get what you pay for here. And as best I can get this.
Minute 20 going right there.
You can maybe see the screen better than I can on the camera. Well, I can watch it up here. I know it's going to look grainy coming through the monitor. I apologize for that. But let me try to knock it down some here.
It's a tight game right there.
Looks like we got 1:10 to go. Region 3 was driving. But it looks like Region 2 now has the ball.
Just going to run the clock out, I guess.
We have a special visitor in the press box at the moment. The man, the myth, the legend, Luke Neely from Corbin is in the house.
Yeah, they're just running the clock out now. So still burning the timeout.
So we got, looks like 105 left on the Region 2, Region 4, Region 3 game. Okay. And looks like Region 2 is in control of this game, and they're running out the clock over at Great Crossings. I know the video's a little grainy trying to do it video on a computer monitor, but it's what we got at the moment. Region 2 runs a keeper. And I don't know how many timeouts.
That has to be their last timeout.
It's got to be one. Yeah, they've called two at least.
Yeah, I think that. Pretty sure that's their third one.
Yeah. Something going on with that clock, man. I had to work with it several times to get it to start running.
Okay. So, okay.
Looks like did the feed?
Looks like the feed just froze. Sometimes that does that and resets. So hold on a second. Bear with me for those. We still got a few of you watching, so we're going to try to pop that back in. There we go. Oh, there we go. Sometimes when you're broadcasting and trying to watch it at the same time, they
got them to jump off sides out of a timeout. That happened in our game too. Our 8th grade game. Oh, I've lost a couple games that way.
So for those of you still watching, again, final here was 58-14. Region 4 over Region 1. We are trying to show you guys the remainder of the Region 2, Region 3 7th grade game as it's close to its conclusion. But it does keep kind of catching up with itself. Like we have a dive play there.
That's ball game.
That should run out the clock, I think. Region 3, we know, at least called 2 timeouts while we were watching. So
yep. Yeah, they're out of timeouts.
Okay.
That game's over. So it will be Region 2 and Region 4.
Looks like it's going to be
games.
Region 2 holding off Region 3 in a 14-12 battle. So it's going to be Region 2 and Region 4 for the second year in a row.
Yep.
Battling it out here. Looks like they're in
Both
the
games
victory
were
formation.
very close last year.
Got to take one snap, and that will do it. So it'll be Region 4 versus Region 2 in both grades. I'm told we may have the Region 4 head coach from 7th grade running up here. That's what I heard on the radio, but we'll see if that does happen. So, Battle of the Regions Day 1 is complete. Regions 2 and 4 on the winning side of the games for both grades. So tomorrow, the schedule will be at Great Crossing High School. You will have Region 8th grade action, Region 4 and Region 2 playing each other. And then 7th grade will follow at 1:30. And then here at Bryant Station High School, you will have the consolation game between Region 1 and Region 3 on 8th grade and 7th grade. 8th grade at 11 a.m., 7th grade at 1:30 p.m. And we will get those event links posted up tonight for everyone. But we're going to take a small little break, but we will still be live. And that video just ended, so I'm going to go back to Bryant Station's field here for a second. And going to wait a few minutes to see if we can get the head coach of the 7th grade Region 4 team up here for a quick interview, if he's coming this way. So we're going to go audio off for just a few minutes, but the video is still going to be on, and we'll be back right after this. All right, we're back. I'll get my water bottle out of the way here. And we've got the winning coach, 7th grade, Region 4, Chance Hendrickson, Corbin. Coach, I'd say the game plan worked today a little bit.
Yeah, everything looked real good. The big thing we said was we just wanted you to come out and just hit people today. So normally in a football game, if you'll fly around and hit people, things will kind of work to your favor. But yeah, kids executed real well, and to come off just 2 practices, we were real happy.
So we wanted to ask this, and we didn't get Shorty Combs up here from the 8th grade game. How big a factor was the wind today? Because I know in the first 8th grade game, there was kicks barely off the ground that was getting pushed by the wind in passing.
Today was the first time I've ever deferred on the coin toss. We actually won the toss and elected to kick, and I've never done that. I always want the ball, but my theory on it was having the wind in the second quarter was going to be a lot more important than having the ball early. But yeah, it changed the whole big thing. I don't think we passed until the second quarter when we had the wind. So it changes things, especially like you said, kicking game, passing game combined. It's a huge major factor.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like 8th grade did when whoever had the wind at their back was able to throw the ball a little bit. If you tried to throw into it at all, wasn't happening.
Right.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but Region 2 sneaks one out, 14-12 over Region 3. So once again, we are Region 2 and Region 4 for the second year in a row.
Deal.
I know you guys really don't know a little bit about each other yet, but what's the game plan going into them tomorrow a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know a thing about it, so I'm trying to think on my shirt here which one's Region 2. It's going to be the same for us. We're still go fly around, hit people, and be 100 miles an hour, but be able to run the ball, and we've got some big boys on the line and some big boys in our backfield. So blocking for each other the way you're supposed to offensively, and then defensively is 11 hats to the ball, and everybody get there and make a tackle.
Yep. So discuss the where am I want to go with this question? Discuss the quickness of putting this together, and kind of that I mean of like you said, and we kind of had a wrinkle the first weekend with 10 inches of snow in parts of the state, and all that kind of mess that first weekend was of 2 weekends together to put a region, not really putting the roster together, but the practice of getting the kids in and going through that,
Right.
Go through that, especially someone that's kind of their first time going through doing this.
Yeah, just the whole process. It's been a blast even, and before the 2 practices or 2 weekends of practices, putting the roster together. We get the initial roster, and then I look at it, and automatically I know kids who I've coached against this year that are great kids. That we want to make sure we get and are really going to help us. But even then, after that, the 70 degrees on a Friday, 8 inches of snow the next day. I mean, you can't draw that stuff up. It's always that. If you want to hear God laugh, tell him you're playing. So, we still practiced that first weekend. I think we were the only ones, I believe. Maybe one other team did. We did move to the Sunday, and I went down Saturday and looked at the field, and there was still snow on it. So I was a little questionable on it, but I wanted to have that week in between to kind of be able to process it and set up my rotation groups and kind of have an idea of who was who. And like you said, it's my first time doing this with and seeing these kids. So it was some of them I knew, some of them I didn't, but it was a big process. But I enjoyed it. I've done Team Kentucky in the past, so I kind of had a feel for the multiple practices in a day on a weekend. But if you take your regular season as far as putting in an offense, I'm just going to put a couple sets in on day one, a little bit of a wrinkle the next day, and 3 weeks later we might get to some of this. Well, now you're on Red Bull, putting everything in day one because day 2 is almost pregame, and so it was a big difference. It's been a blast. You all have done a great job running all of this, and I've had fun. That's what I've kept my wife up most nights talking about it, and I've woke up in the mornings thinking about it, and so it's been a process, but it's been a fun one.
That's one thing Mattingly and I were talking about specifically in the 8th grade game. Started off, you had a couple bad snaps, you had a couple false starts, but you didn't really have a lot. In 7th grade, I don't remember too many at all really coming out of the gate. So that's one of the things that that's the stuff we kind of look at. Well, we're going to have that because you're just putting it together. You ain't really scrimmaged nobody, getting the cadence down. It's not like you practiced all week leading up to this. You might have got to walk through in this morning or something, and that's about it, right?
Right.
Or right before the game. So those little things, if you can keep those down as best you can, and that's on the kids really. That's the mental aptitude, because you got to remember they haven't really played football in 3 or 4 months, some of them, and you get them out here for a couple of weekends. I know the kids love it. I know, just even being at the practices, when we were at your practice that day, and just last weekend driving around and giving out all the gear, the kids they're ready to go. It's like, hey, look, we're putting cleats back on, we're putting pads back on, so they love it, they enjoy it.
One of my coaches, Tim Massengill, he said it during halftime. He said, "This is so fun coaching a team where every kid loves football." And I told him, I said, and their parents love football. And my wife, she was our trainer during all those practices. She's a nurse, and so she was our trainer, and she was sitting there in the bleachers during our first practice, and she said, I listened to all those parents talk for that entire however many hours. She said, I thought your kids during the regular season, she said, I've heard parents who love football. He said, these people love football. This is, totally different. And they are. They're, the parents have been great. The players have been great. They're such a mature group, just, I guess, kids at this level who are doing these things, because, our practices, they're all serious. Pre-game, they're serious. I mean, they're such a focused and, again, just such a mature group to be around.
It is amazing. We do the All-Star stuff and the Team Kentucky stuff, and those teams kind of bond together, players from all around the state. But Team Kentucky is together for, a month, 6 weeks, even longer. And just a couple of the weekends, though, it is neat to see, Region 2 is kind of where I'm kind of live at on the map, if you will. And so to see the Norseman Conference teams, the Cooper and Connor and all those all kids know each other, but then they get with the Oldham County and the Shelby County kids, get together. And, you hear them they talk a little smack with each other, hey, I'm going to score a touchdown. No, I'm going to catch you. That kind of stuff. What's fun. But then, then they get together and the flip of a switch. Hey, you're yellow now. We're going to go tackle Region 4. Right. We're worried about Region 4. We're worried about Region 3. So it is neat to see these players come together just so quickly, to form that. And it's lifetime things. I mean, we see it, now with especially, the FBU kids. But even with this now, we're going to see it. You see the Friday night pictures. You follow some of the parents and whatever. And the first thing they want to do after the game, after they've played a hard game, is go find their FBU brother from the team and take that picture after the game. So that's a great thing about this. Well, good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Region 2, Region 4, battling it out for the 7th and 8th grade Battle of the Regions Championships. And my phone is ringing off the hook, so it must be time for me to end this. But good luck tomorrow, and we'll hopefully see who puts their plate on the trophy.
There you go. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Chance. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us here at Bryant Station High School. And we will see everyone tomorrow, and we'll have those game links out probably sometime early this evening.